This isn't the first time the Kerch Bridge has been attacked, and if Ukraine has its way, it probably won't be the last either. In October, there was a massive explosion causing the partial closure of the bridge, and after extensive repairs, it reopened in February. Now, you can see that this latest attack has caused significant damage to the bridge, but only to part of it, and the trains were back up and running again within a few hours. So while this has certainly disrupted Russia's road access to and from Crimea, Russia still has the ability to transport goods and people via the railways. Russian officials say this attack happened in the early hours of the morning, and they say that 2 people in their car were killed and another was wounded. It's blaming Ukrainian naval drones, and it's also accusing Western nations of being in on the plot, but it's provided no evidence to support that claim. Now, Ukraine rarely comes out and claims these things publicly, but one intelligence official described the bridge as a needless structure, and the SBU, the intelligence service here, said that all would be revealed after the victory, which would seem to be a pretty big hint that they were involved. Not only is this bridge really important for supplying Crimea, it's also got huge symbolic status. It links Russia with the territory that it illegally annexed back in 2014. So you can expect to see Moscow working flat out to get that bridge fully operational again.
This crime is senseless from the military standpoint because the Crimean bridge is not used for military logistics. It is also a cruel crime because innocent civilians have been killed. Of course, there will be a response from the Russian side. The Defense Ministry is preparing adequate proposals.
In the meantime, Russia is certain to be bolstering its defences around the bridge because Ukraine won't be satisfied until it's destroyed.
Our Middle East correspondent Tom Joyner has more from Istanbul.
The last ship to leave Ukraine under the Black Sea grain deal is now en route to its final destination, bringing a close to a year-long agreement aimed at trying to relieve global food shortages. Now, that deal was signed right here in Istanbul last July after months of negotiations between Turkey, the UN, Russia and Ukraine. At the time, it was a massive achievement, a wartime pact to allow ships to safely resume grain exports from Ukrainian ports without fear of attack following Russia's full-scale invasion. Now, though, that deal has come to a halt after Moscow decided to withdraw its participation only hours before the agreement was meant to expire. For months now, Russia's complained it's not getting as much out of the deal as Ukraine. Over the last year, the deal has at times looked to be on shaky ground, but Russia has always agreed to extend it. Today, though, it's all on pause, throwing again into doubt the supply of food to many developing countries in particular that have long relied on it.
The Black Sea Initiative has been a lifeline for global food security and a beacon of hope in a troubled world. Participation in these agreements is a choice, but struggling people everywhere and developing countries don't have a choice.
Now, not all hope is lost. There is a chance the deal could be revived. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan is known for his close relationship with his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin, and says he's hopeful the agreement will return.
Despite the statement Russia made today, I believe that my friend President Putin wants the continuation of this humanitarian bridge. When Putin and I come together in Turkey in August, we will have the opportunity to discuss all these issues.
Russia's withdrawal from the agreement has drawn international condemnation from the UN, from the White House and the EU, which has accused Moscow of weaponizing hunger. Ukraine says that everything must be done to continue using the Black Sea corridor for grain shipments. That's even if Russia refuses to come to the table.